Here is Elvis.
First of all, I plead innocent of all charges.
This is Elvis, the ultimate fan channel, the global Elvis community fan channel.
I just love that bit where he says, I plead innocent of all charges. Is my voice going to hold up? I have no idea. Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome once again to Elvis, the Ultimate Fan Channel. First of all, I'd like to just thank everybody for your get well messages. I'm still, as you can hear, suffering with the dreaded COVID, as they call it, yes. But it's the fatigue and the breathlessness now that's just getting to me. Everything else seems to have gone away, thankfully. Oh, and a little bit of an issue with the throat as well. But apart from that, Chris R says, still croaked up, Steve, bless you. Yes. I think these things, I think it can hang around for a few weeks anyway. So there you are. That's worse things happen. A lot of worse things can happen. So yeah, here we go. Sunday again. Happy to be with you, and lots of things to do. All fun, I hope. Elvis fun is what we are here for. In fact, if this is the first time watching, you have found a channel that devotes itself 100% to Elvis fun, keeping Elvis's legacy alive, keeping his memory alive, just really honoring Elvis Presley. No other nonsense involved, just that. Okay, and I normally start off with a worldwide shout out because, as the lady says at the beginning, welcome to Elvis the Ultimate Fan Channel, the global Elvis community channel. And I've asked people to send in their names and also where they watch the channel from. And today it's Martin from Denmark. Hello, Martin. I hope you're watching. If you're not watching live, watching on playback. And it's you who gets the worldwide Elvis shout out tonight. And hello to everybody else in Denmark as well. We're also going to be touching on the topic. And of course, we can't leave EPiC alone. We just can't leave it alone. All right. And there's going to be even more after the show. Okay. And I'll tell you about that in a minute. This day in Elvis history, live poll, again, sort of knits in with what I'm going to be talking about on the topic. Dylan's Elvis tale. Hello, Dylan. Underrated Elvis song. A song I wish Elvis had recorded. Caption the photo. Smoking hot photo. And the quiz, of course. And Hidden Elvis. Yes, Hidden Elvis. I like to start with a Hidden Elvis. So before we go any further, 4 clues throughout the show. Even if you get it after the first or the second or the third clue, don't type your answer in try nicotine patches for COVID. It sounds crazy. Okay, I'll try that. Where was it? Yeah, even if you get the Hidden Elvis on the second or third clue, don't type it in until the end because there seems to be there seems to be what I can quite see at the moment on the chat. There seems to be a couple of messages going into review for some reason. I don't know why. They don't look harmful or anything like that. I might just check that out in a minute. Don't type your answer on the Hidden Elvis until the end, because then we can all sort of enjoy the whole thing all the way through. Without further ado, I'm going to do the first one.
Hidden Elvis. Clue number 1.
And it is Henry. Okay, that's the first clue. Henry. I don't think anybody will get it from that. Chris says, Elaine is going into review, Steve. She is only saying hi. Well, we'll look at it at the end of the show, but if you just want to mark all of Elaine's comments, okay, that'll be fine. Henry Cooper, the old British boxer. I don't think he had a connection with Elvis, did he? Okay. Oh, another thing as well, our Discord channel. It did a prune there yesterday or Friday night or something like that. I think Discord does it every so often for inactive members and people that haven't logged on or commented for a while. So our members have actually gone down quite significantly in Discord simply because there were a lot of inactive members. Nothing personal, it's just that's the way it is. After a while it just clears it out, I believe. So I just wanted to get that in as well. So if you don't see yourself on Discord after a while, it's because you haven't been active. Right, so the quiz. You can, of course, get into the queue now on Discord if you want to speak to me about anything. And you can also call on the show, the telephone number there, or WhatsApp or Facebook Messenger. Now, the quiz. Yes, Fan of the Month quiz. Oh, and speaking of Fan of the Month quiz, I will be running the Wheel of Fortune later on with everybody's name on it that got was the first to get an answer right during the month of August. And it will pick a winner for me. I think that's the fairest way to do it. Just completely randomly pick somebody off the Wheel of Fortune. We did used to add up all the right answers, and whoever had the most right answers first was the winner. But I think this is a fair way of doing it. I haven't forgotten anything, I don't think. I have a feeling I've forgotten something, but I mentioned Discord. I've mentioned the winner of Fan of the Month later. So Fan of the Month quiz today is name the Elvis song. Okay, I'm going to give you a line or a couple of lines from a song, and you've got to tell me what song it is. DNA, the reality that bites. Oh, and somebody says Jill Brett Penn. Okay. Oh, I tell you something I have forgot. Yes, the fan of the week. You'll see the little crowns and the numbers, number 1, number 2, and all that coming up on the chat. That means that I don't know why that's happening, Elaine. I'm sorry, I really don't. That means that the more you comment, the more you get up to the top of the list, and you can be number 3 or number 2. And then if you're number 1, you will be Elvis fan of the Elvis, the Ultimate Fan Channel's fan of the day, if you like, or the week. Okay, so keep those comments coming in, and you could be number 1. Let's see who number 1 is at the moment. Okay, it looks like it's Jill Brett. Hi, Jill. You are number 1 at the moment. Okay, right. So without further ado, I am Oh, will we do the pen? Yeah, we haven't done this for a few weeks. I keep forgetting. Do you want his pen in mine, which is his hand in mine? Do you want the 1956 pen? Do you want the 68 special? Or do you want the Jailhouse Rock one? Okay. Which one will we pick? Somebody says 56. His pen in mine. 68 special. 68. Oh, there's a lot of 68s. I think I'm going to go with 68. Okay. If that's okay by everybody else. There seems to be a lot of 68s. A lovely pen. A lovely pen. Now, yeah, I'm not quite sure what Duncan Campbell says 68 as well. Hi, Duncan. Eb Engel says 68. There are a lot of people saying 68. Now, the first question is, if you looked deep in your heart like I looked into mine, and I'm going to have a drink of water. That's a bit better. Does anybody know what song that is? Dylan says starting today. Oh, now somebody has got it. 2 people have got it. Elaine says starting today. Okay. DNA, the reality that bites. Is that you, Dave? Okay, I'm not quite sure about that. The reality that bites. I'm not quite sure. I don't understand that. You'll have to tell me later on Messenger what it means. Okay. Right. Okay. So anyway, yes, it was Juan. Well done, Juan. Because it was Give Me the Right. Yes. And a lot of people now are saying Give Me the Right. Yeah. And Dylan says, nice one, Juan. It is Dave, Steve. Okay. Fair enough. Right. Now, if you don't get this one, I'll be very, very, very surprised. Oh, I can hear strange voices echo. Oh, I can hear the typing now, furiously typing. Mark says, give me the right answer. Yes, I like it. Yeah, I'm not surprised that a lot of people are getting this. And it is, of course, the edge of reality. Oh, do you know what? I didn't give Juan the jingle.
Holy cow, I forgot the bull.
Okay, right. So, and it is Dylan. So 1 to Juan and 1 to Dylan. Both Juan and Dylan's name will be on next month's Wheel of Fortune. Okay. And Dylan?
Holy cow, I forgot the bull.
Holy cow, I forgot the bull. I love the way he says that. Okay, now, lots of people getting the edge of reality. The Battle of the ETAs. Yeah. Yes, he's right. Oh, by the way, thanks, Brent, for that lovely message. He says he wouldn't be able to join, Brent from Elvis Nation said he wouldn't be able to join live because he was watching his beloved football team. And I said, that's okay. I don't mind as long as you watch on maybe playback. And I also said, I hope his team wins. So thanks for that, Brent. That was a nice message. Right. My baby's lips are red and sweet like wine. That's the third one. Let's see. Now. Oh, yeah. Dylan says, so close yet so far from paradise. Memories, says Roseanne Dalby. Hi, Roseanne. Nice to see you. Pam Bairn's father. I haven't seen you before. Hello, Pam. Okay. Anyway, it was Susan S. Well done, Susan. It is So Glad You're Mine. And well done. And you get this, Susan.
Holy cow, I forgot the bull.
Right. Okay. You said it perfect. Oh, thanks, Pam. Did I? I wasn't sure. Yeah. Pamela Chessman, So Glad You're Mine. Yes, you got it right as well. Right. Yes, but it was Susan. And this one, oh, this is a bit of a long one. I must have decided to give you as much information as I could. And it winds along a path of heartache and pain, of broken dreams from loving someone in vain. Wow. And if I didn't have the answer in front of me, I don't think I'd have a clue. It's not one I listen to a lot, actually. It's not one I listen to a lot. But it must be one that Juan listens to, because Juan is straight in there. Yeah. Straight in there. Dylan says Long Lonely Highway. Mark says Blue River. Mark G says Blue River. Edward says Blue River. Roseanne. Yeah. Timothy Lee says don't know. Well, thanks for being so honest, Timothy. Pat. Hi, Pat Shepherd says Blue River. I hope you're enjoying your Elvis prize that you won. Now, yeah, it's Juan again. Well done, Juan. And it was Blue River. So you're going to get the bull.
Holy cow, I forgot the bull.
Right. Okay. Another one that I don't listen to a lot, but I did listen to it during the week because I had this album on my playlist in the car. So, yeah. And it is I'm sure you're happy with another who shares the love I cannot win. Cynthia Denton there saying an awful lot about EPiC. And yes, EPiC is greatest ever. Great. Okay, we will be discussing that shortly. Okay. Roseanne Dalby, Anne Y. Hi, Anne Y. Good time. Charlie's got the blues. No, sorry, Mark. No. Pat Shepherd, it's a sin. Ruth Daniel, it's a sin. Paul Brewer. A lot of people are saying it's a sin. And quite correctly, the first person to say that was Anne Y. Hi, Anne Y. Well done, because that's what it is. So you get...
Holy cow, I forgot the bull.
I could listen to him saying that a long time. I really could. Nice on you, Anne Y. Yes, I agree, Dylan. Yeah, Steve, it's not letting anyone type sin without review. That's very strange. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It seems to... YouTube seems to have gone a little bit nuts this week. For some reason. I don't know. It seems to be blocking anything that it thinks it might be, sinful. See what I did there? Sinful. Yeah. It's unlikely that there'll be the word sin in next week's quiz, but it is strange. It really is strange. Elvis hated singing to a bull. I know, yeah. Dominic. Oh, my goodness. Ruth Daniel says, it's going crazy. Yeah. It's because we're wild about Elvis, Steve. And there's another one, which is very, very strange, going into... I think somebody is definitely upset the moderating side of YouTube this week. Very, very strange. Anyway, we carry on. Sixth and final one. When our cup of joy becomes a cup of sorrow. Now, do you know what song that is? I am getting ready to leave back to Graceland. This is the gift that my friends got me for my birthday, and today is my birthday, so we'll be spending a week to enjoy at Graceland. Well, Gypsy Diamond, I really hope that you enjoy that. I really do. Congratulations on going back to Graceland. All right. Now, a lot of people are saying we call on him, and Juan has been he's knocked it out of the ballpark this week because it's Juan again. Well done, Juan. And your name is definitely going to be on the wheel next month. And here we go.
Holy cow, I forgot the bull.
So that's 3 to Juan, 1 to Dylan, 1 to Susan S., and 1 to Anne Y. Congratulations to everybody that got the answers right and but weren't first in line. See what I did there? And thanks to everybody that took part as well, because it's all for fun. Let's not forget that. It's all for fun. Now, we have the topic. Of course we do. We have the topic. And... what else can it be but Baz Luhrmann's EPiC? Now that the dust has settled a little bit, because it was only a day after the premiere at Toronto International Film Festival that I broadcast last week's live show. So it was all very, very fresh in our minds. There was still stuff coming together, if you like. So I thought I'd have another look and revisit it. And when you see things like this, I mean, we've seen so many reviews over the last 7 days, and just about 99.9% of them have been extremely good reviews. Baz Luhrmann's Elvis documentary is one of the most exciting concert films you've ever seen. Now, when a review begins on that note, you know that something special is going. We're in for something special, folks. We really are. When we get to see this this okay, epic movie, we are going to be in for a treat. And he says, think back to the greatest concert you ever saw. Okay? It could be Springsteen, or U2, or the Stones, or Lady Gaga, or the Ramones, or Elvis, of course, because I know a lot of you out there watching did see Elvis. Now think back to the greatest moment in that concert, the one that gave you chills. You can still feel it, right? That's the kind of experience I predict you'll have watching EPiC Elvis Presley in concert. Okay? And then he goes on to say, the movie is a revelation because for 96 minutes, it shows you just how intoxicating Elvis Presley was when he began to perform live in Las Vegas in 1969 and the early 1970s. Many don't quite think of him that way. There's still the mythology hanging over Elvis during this period, the Vegas glitter, the white suit with the half-sun cape, the giant ring fingers or fingers on his rings on his fingers, and the car grill sunglasses. Well, he didn't really wear sunglasses on stage, but I know what the guy means. So what's changed? Elvis Las Vegas gigs now look startlingly ahead of their time. The movie warms up with the rehearsal footage where we see him in a blindingly colourful, super psychedelic shirt. Yes. Do haunting renditions of the Beatles' Yesterday and Something, and also Dusty Springfield's You Don't Have to Say You Love Me. We hear Elvis talk about how he cherishes all kinds of music, how as a teenager he would listen to Mario Lanza and the Metropolitan Opera. He goes on to describe the rest, then the fellow that is reviewing this goes on to describe the rest of the movie. I won't spoil it by giving you a blow-by-blow of what the reviewer says, but all the footage I'll save, blow-by-blow of all the footage, I'll save that for my interview with the fan that went to Toronto to see it. And that basically is where I want to just tie in with what's coming up after this show. Okay? I have interviewed a fan that was at the premiere on the 6th of September, and he gives us a lowdown and a fan's perspective of EPiC. Okay, so I'll remind you again about that later on before I close this video, okay, this live show. But I have got an interview coming up after this show. Okay. However, I will conclude with this. EPiC climaxes with the surly, sublime version of Suspicious Minds, an indescribably great song that could almost be the battle hymn of the Republic that had attained a 50% divorce rate, okay, whatever that means. And when the movie is over, you want to applaud the showmanship, Elvis's and also Baz Luhrmann's. He reveres Elvis too much to let any excessive flash get in the way. There's a purity and natural-born dazzle to EPiC. What you see is what you get. Elvis in the roar, driven by awareness that it doesn't get any better than this. Wow, just wow. I can't wait. The only thing that's bothering me, the only fly in the ointment, is over this last week I've been seeing a little bit of doubt, a little bit of negativity creeping in because people are saying there aren't any complete songs. Okay? I really don't know. I mean, does that even matter? Should we be concerned over something like that when we are seeing so many fantastic reviews like this one I've just referenced? Don't forget that Baz said this is not the end of the road. This is just the beginning. Okay, so that should lead in to the poll. The poll I want to run, very, very simple. Are you concerned about the fact that EPiC doesn't include full songs? And basically two options, even though I'm holding up four fingers, two options. Yes, it puzzles me. That's why it's so. And no, it's just negative press again. And that should come up straight away on the screen. Yes, it does. Are you concerned about the fact that EPiC doesn't include full songs? Yes, it puzzles me why that's so. No, it's just negative press again. EPiC is just like its star, Steve. EPiC. Yeah, exactly. Somebody said as well, they can't get over how, how well the title of the movie fits what we are going to see. Baz is known for his quickness. Yes, he's known for his sharp editing, quick editing. But you please do vote on that. Nobody sees what you vote. Sorry, nobody sees who votes what. We just see the percentage of yeses and nos. Okay. And I'll tell you, if I remember at the end, what I would have voted. So, yeah. And somebody else said online that they've been to TIFF and a lot of film premieres before, but they've never witnessed an audience reaction as they did to this movie. People singing and dancing and cheering, and they actually rushed the stage near the end. It was almost like they wanted to be near Elvis. Yeah. The quality is going to be amazing. Yeah, well, we've already been told that the quality is amazing. Steve, problem is we've been waiting so long and we are only getting little bits that are new. Most of the footage is in our collection already. But that isn't. This is not the end. This is only the beginning. I feel this is only the beginning. So if you want to call in, you can get into the Discord queue. Or you can call me on the number on the screen or on WhatsApp or Messenger. But we've got to do another one of these.
Hidden Elvis. Clue number 2.
And to go with clue number 1, which was Henry, we've now got February 12th, 1911. Okay? February 12th, 1911. And without further ado, I'm going to go straight into...
It's time once again for Dylan's Elvis Tale.
Ba-da-da-da-bum. Are you there, young sir? Sorry, I beg your pardon. Are you there, young sir?
Very nice. F major.
Yes. Bum, 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 bum. Is that what it was?
Perfect pitch, but there you go.
Okay. So how are you this week?
Tired, but I'm good.
Tired? You're tired? What have you been doing to be tired?
Well, Friday. Was it Friday? Yeah, it was Friday. Went to the cinema.
Oh, not to see EPiC.
No, unfortunately.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to say to everybody, and you might probably know this, EPiC had another screening, an extra screening. They added an extra screening due to demand.
Yep.
Yeah.
They did.
Unbelievable.
Well, we're talking about Elvis. People might be interested to hear what I saw at the cinema. Or maybe not, I don't know. You'll be a bit judge of that, I guess.
Go on.
Well, I went to see Spinal Tap 2.
I actually knew this audience because he'd already told me this. But you went to see Spinal Tap 2?
Yeah. Now, people are going, well, what do I got to do with Elvis?
Well, you're going to tell us. Yeah, they mention Elvis, don't they?
Yeah, they mention him in both movies, actually.
Mm-hmm.
In the first one, there's a scene where they go to Graceland and they're going and they see the grave. And and Davidson Hubbins says, "Oh well, this is very, Elvis is thoroughly depressing, this, isn't it?" And Derek Small nudges him and goes, "Hey, mind your language. For independence of royalty." And he goes, "Oh, sorry, Elvis. Sorry." So that's
Yes.
the first one.
Yeah.
And then in the second one, there's this promoter guy, and he goes, "Right, we need to talk about how you're going to be remembered." And he goes, The main thing we need to do is you guys need to have the Elvis effect.
The Elvis effect. I love it.
Yeah. And you all turn to each other and you go, what does that mean? He goes, well, when we sadly lost Elvis, his sales went through the roof. So if ideally one of you were to die during the concert, your sales would go through the roof. He goes, well, okay, I guess so. And they called that the Elvis effect.
Right. Okay. Yeah, and you think that is it the writers you think could well be Elvis fans?
Well, the writers are the 3 guys that are in it, so I think they might be fans.
Yeah, I think so too. I do.
So yeah, I just wanted to say that, even though that might have no relevance to anything. But
well, I think it does. And did you enjoy the movie? Yeah.
Yeah, I did. It was very fun.
Now, this other movie, EPiC, are you concerned about the fact that EPiC doesn't include full songs?
Well, at first I was. But then I was like, well, actually, it kind of makes sense. Because Baz is known for his quick cuts.
Mm-hmm.
So it might be done to kind of not prove a point, but to kind of as a story method maybe to cut in between the tunes. But I don't know, because I'm not seeing it yet.
Yeah, only a few people have actually said this about the full songs. You know, most 99% of people have just focused on how fabulous it is. I mean, the review I read out there, Baz Luhrmann's Elvis documentary is one of the most exciting concert films you've ever seen. My goodness me.
Well, that's all we need to know.
Yeah, it certainly is.
It's
It certainly is.
great.
Yeah, and it's not the end either. Baz has got more up his sleeve. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, well, he mentioned Hampton Roads, so
Yeah.
we know, but it's not the end.
Yeah, exactly. Right, so do we want to do the tale?
Yeah, we do want to do a tale.
Okay.
And this is courtesy of Todd Slaughter,
Yes.
who, of course, was the former president of the Elvis Presley fan club of Great Britain. And he went to see, along with the fan club, which includes Alan. No, not Alan. Oh, what's his name? Not Alan.
Oh, all the way from Scotland.
Yeah, the gentleman that comes on here sometimes.
Ian.
I'm forgetting his name.
Ian. Yes.
That's the one. Ian.
Hi, Ian.
Hey, yeah. And Ian was George, but I'm getting tongue tied. So you might have to come back to me. I'm getting all tongue tied.
You're getting nervous, are you?
No, I don't, because I don't know why. All right, here we go. So Ian was part of the Great British Fan Club,
Yes.
and he went to see Elvis on the last two concerts, and Todd Slaughter did too. And Todd Slaughter tells the story that I'm going to tell, which is he was told that he had to go to Indianapolis Airport where he was going to meet Elvis, and Elvis was going to give him an award for being the fan club president of Great Britain.
For 10 years, I believe, because it was 1977, 1967.
Yeah, 10 years.
Yeah.
So he goes, and Elvis comes down the steps and shakes his hand, and he gets a trophy, and he's giving the trophy to Elvis. During this little part, he leans in to Todd Slaughter, says something to him, and bursts out laughing, laughing his head off. And because there was no sound, everyone kept asking Todd Slaughter what since then. Well, what did he say that made him laugh? He finally revealed it, and I just thought it was hysterical. So apparently, he leans over to Todd Slaughter and he goes, "You're standing on me foot."
That sounds just like something Elvis would do, actually, doesn't it?
And Todd Slaughter goes, "You what?" And he goes, "You're standing on me foot." And that's what makes him start laughing. So then he steps off his foot, gives him the trophy, and then gets like the hug, and then they leave, and Elvis does the concert, and
Yeah. He was also he was also presented with a copy of Moody Blue as well, wasn't he? I believe by a member of the RCA crew as well. Was it something like the 1 billionth pressing at the Indianapolis plant or something like that, wasn't it?
Something like that.
I can't remember the exact number, but it was like that anyway. It happened to be Moody Blue, so another thing under Elvis's belt as well. Yeah. Actually, I'd just like to say as well that Todd isn't 100% at the moment. So, Todd, I don't know if you're watching this, but if you are, I'd just like to send you and everybody would like to send their best wishes to you. He is under the weather at the moment, and get well soon, Todd.
Get well soon. Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to tease next week's?
Yeah. So Elvis doesn't move in Suspicious Minds exclusively in 1971, which I like to call the spinning knee drop, leg drop thing, which is a very technical name. But I will explain to you what this is and how this was achieved.
Okay.
Because you will not believe that it's true unless I show you a picture.
Okay. All right.
So
you're probably going to show me a screenshot or something next week, are you?
Well, see, the problem is, you see, there's no actual photos from the show. There's just footage. So I'm going to try and find a way of getting the picture of the footage. And if not, then panic stations. But it's fine.
Okay. Right. Okay. I've got to let you go. I have another call. Goodbye. Talk to you next week.
Bye.
Join us again next week for another Dylan's Elvis tale.
Hello, who's calling Elvis the Ultimate Fan Channel?
Hello, Steve. It's Stefano here from New Zealand. How are you?
Hey, how are you?
I hope I didn't call I just called randomly because I missed the first part of the show, but I hope I'm not calling it a bad time.
No, well, believe it or not, we just finished Dylan's Elvis tale, so perfect, actually, perfect.
Oh, yeah, I was watching that, and then I thought, oh, yeah, awesome. Dylan is amazing, isn't he? Good man.
He is, yeah. Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell everybody, that footage that he's on about is available on YouTube with Todd meeting Elvis and Elvis laughing about him being stood on his foot. Yeah, it's worth watching. Yeah.
Great stuff. Yeah, really enjoyed that.
Right.
Yeah, look, I just wanted to say hello and just caught the poll. Yeah, I just wanted to say, like, really, basically, just what Dylan said, really. I think having not seen it, it's hard to say, but Baz Luhrmann's style, and I think even, like, from noticing younger people, it's amazing how often younger people don't sit through a whole song. Have you noticed that? Like, they would just play a song that they like, and then halfway through it, go to another one.
Yeah.
So maybe Baz is in touch with that, and it's just a fast-paced sort of, and it's a sad thing for fans maybe, but I would say that's just the beginning, and that's his style. And obviously, for the people who are really into it and just want to absorb every single moment of every full song, I would imagine the rest will come.
Oh yeah,
like you say, your Blu-ray set, your box set will come out. I'm sure it's got to be.
Yeah, I reckon as well. Yeah, I mean, he's got a very frenetic pace. I mean, the first 10, 15 minutes of his Elvis movie was very frenetic and very sort of jumpy, and everything happened. It was in your face, wasn't it?
Yeah, which is kind of as vibrant as good. Yeah, I reckon that's a sort of documentary which we'll just want to watch over and over, like for multiple reasons. But yeah. Well, it's going to be exciting, obviously. I mean,
I think it's a film you're going to have to watch 2 or 3 times before you kind of can take it all in. I think so anyway.
I know, right?
It was the same with Elvis.
And
Elvis you had to watch 2 or 3 times. I know people that went multiple times to the cinema just to see it so they could take it all in.
I know, right? If I'm multitasking, let's say I'm listening to Elvis music, and doing something on the computer, but if something comes on the computer, like a visual video, I get to do nothing.
Yeah.
I just watch it.
Yeah.
It's like mesmerizing stuff. But no, what a great. I was going to call in last week, but so many people did and said everything I was going to say anyway. So amazing response, wasn't it? The EPiC.
So much
opening.
So much so that they had to add another showing. I mean, that speaks volumes.
Yeah, exactly. It was just as good. It went as well as it could ever go. Anything, not just Elvis. Any amazing. I thought Baz was. I was impressed with how he did things. I liked the way he spoke and represented, and I can just imagine. You get a feeling for the amount of work that's gone into it.
Oh yes.
So I was just. I couldn't have called in anyway. Too excited. I had to wait a week.
Well, let me ask you. I mean,
but it was awesome. Really.
So you've probably voted no on the poll. Then are you concerned about the fact that EPiC doesn't include full songs?
What did I vote? Well, basically, I'm not concerned, but I am amazed. No, not at all. Not at all. I think what led me to call in, really, the main reason is to just say, isn't it amazing how much there's a negative vibe going on around anything positive to do with Elvis. You know what I mean? Like, obviously it's not going to deter people to know.
Yes.
But it is noticeable, and it is incredibly there on so many levels. It just blows my mind how that is so.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, even this EPiC, amazing, so successful response to what is obviously a phenomenal documentary, whatever it is, right? The response, speaks volumes. But obviously, because you were not there, you're looking at all the reviews you can, and I mean, even The Guardian. You just read certain reviews, and it's like, what? the angle and little comments made along the way. It's just, I don't understand why they need to be there. So I just wanted to say that is very much out there, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you can never ever please everybody. You know, I know that from personal experience. You know, I mean, just doing a channel like this, there's always somebody that is a little bit negative, or there'll be a negative commenter like that. You just brush that aside because overwhelmingly 99% are positive. You know, so
I know, but I'm just saying, like, there's people, educated people, writing in, you know, paid to do a professional job, right? And it seems to me like they're coming in with something already in their mind to say, like maybe an agenda of some sort, if you like, because there's no need for it. There's no need for it.
Yeah, you could be right there with the word agenda. You could actually be right, I think.
You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I see it. But anyway, look, I'm very happy that New Zealand was mentioned. Peter Jackson, I didn't know he was involved.
Oh, yes. Yeah,
so that's a contribution.
Yeah.
So here we are. We're still doing something, aren't we, down here?
Yeah, and we're just ticking off the hours and minutes and seconds now until we know it's going to be released. I still hold fast to say I think we'll see a January release on this.
Yeah, I suppose the next news will be who is going to
distribute it,
promote it. Like, you know what? Yeah, that should be even Baz. I caught him mentioning at one stage. If he doesn't find anyone, he's going to do a personal tour of some sort. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't imagine all this work and not getting out to the cinemas where it needs to be seen. And it was also on IMAX, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's just too good to not see the light of day. You know, it's you know, it'll be snapped up. I think it'll be snapped up. All right.
Well, I'm blown away. So anyway. Fantastic stuff, Steve.
Thanks, Stefano.
Big hugs to you all. Yeah, take care, mate.
Always a pleasure.
Talk to you next time.
Bye. Bye.
Cheers, mate. See ya. Bye-bye.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I do agree with what Stefano says there. You know, there is always an element of negativity surrounding the Elvis world. You know, no matter how positive we think ourselves this is, there's always those little voices. Doreen Beanie, thank you very, very much. And she's thanking me via a super chat. Thank you very, very much. I'll buy some coffee with that, Doreen. Thank you very, very much. Now we move on, and we move on to this man here, and it is Vincenzo.
Hi, Steve.
Hi, Vincenzo.
How you doing?
Hey, how are you?
Hope you feel better soon.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm getting there. It's a slow process, but I am getting there. I feel better this week than I did last week, put it that way. So, are you concerned about the fact that EPiC doesn't include full songs?
Oh, it doesn't bother me.
No, because I think what we're going to get to see will just blow that completely out of the water, and we'll think, why were we even concerned about it? Okay, I think Vincenzo is gone, unfortunately. Okay. Oh, yeah, sorry, Vincenzo. Yeah, we won't be worrying about it when we see this fabulous movie, will we? Okay. All right. Talk to you again. All the best. Hi. Is that Tim? Hi. Hello. Okay. We move on, and we move on to Mark. Hi, Mark.
Hi, Steve. How you doing?
How are you?
I'm all right, thank you. Yes. Oh, I know
yeah, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Yeah. So now the dust has settled. What do you think? I'm
not too concerned, but I have heard that, I don't know whether it's true or not, that might be 3 complete songs in the movie.
Yeah, I think there is a couple. I mean, for one, I think that Suspicious Minds is one of them, I think, and maybe even Can't Help Falling in Love. Does he finish with Can't Help Falling in Love? Probably, I think.
I think the film ends with Suspicious Minds.
Oh, does it? Okay.
I think so. I know. I'm only what I've read, and some friends have told me. I think we might get a full version of American Trilogy or How Great Thou Art.
Right.
I think it might be one of them, but I don't know what the other one is. But I have heard there's 3, but I'm not too concerned because the more snippets we have of songs, the more songs that they can get into the movie.
Well, it strikes me that Baz wants to keep up a frenetic pace like Elvis did when he was on tour, and he wanted he wanted to keep the excitement up. So,
it'll be flashing between your eyes with different performances. But I think the way he'll do it, if he's doing a certain song, he's got footage from a few nights. It'll be mixed in together, so it'll look new, it'll look fresh, it'll look amazing. I think as well, and the way it works, it'll be quick, won't it? So it'll keep the pace, up and going. And I just think the film will roll quickly but goodly, in a good way.
Yeah. Well, just a reminder for everybody that's watching this show, there is an up-and-coming interview after I finish this show of somebody who was actually, who was at the premiere. So he's going to tell us a lot more about what we are going to see, and he gives his opinion on it and everything. And it was a real good interview, even though I say so myself. It was a good interview, and you'll know a lot more after listening to this this fella.
That's good. Yeah, with all the reports that I've read, and the Variety report was fantastic on the film, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I think that was Variety that I read out. Is one of the most exciting concert films you'll ever see. Wow, I can't wait.
Yeah, and I think with all the rest of the stuff in the can, I think you will get more afterwards. We'll probably have instead of the lost performances, it'll be the EPiC performances.
Yeah, that's right. Or EPiC 2, as I keep saying.
yeah. And I think the Hampton Roads, I think they'll keep that for the 50th.
Yeah, you think so?
I think that'll be the 50th showing, and for them, hopefully, we'll have that on Blu-ray itself as well, because you think of all the concerts that Elvis did, and we're craving for all this footage, and we've only really got one full concert, and that's a long from away in the rehearsal, isn't it?
Yeah.
You think about it. I know if it wasn't him doing the two films, we wouldn't have this. And what a shame, all these concerts he's did, and we don't get to see half of them. But I think to have Hampton Roads all the way through, which was a fantastic concert, I think, as well.
Yeah.
It'll be great to see, but I think that'll be a big one. They're going to have to do something big, aren't they, for the 50th? So.
Well, it also sounds like the hologram could be ready for the 2027 as well.
It could be, yeah, but if one of them is not, might be the hologram might not be in time for that.
Yes,
they've got this in the can, ain't they?
That's right. They have to have a fallback plan. They have to have a plan A and a plan B. Yes.
Yeah, so I think that will be a good, and it's quite nice that they've actually shouted out, haven't they, Baz and EPiC, about these collectors that are holding on to this footage that is obviously been stolen, and they're saying, if we'll talk, because they're probably in the verge of, they might make them an offer, because now they've redone all these hours of footage. They know there's more out there. If they can do the same, we're going to have even more, aren't we, to see in years to come?
Yeah.
So it's only good, and I don't think there's any negative at the moment around Elvis. I think there's more negative around Priscilla Presley than there is Elvis. Don't you?
Well, that's for sure. Yeah.
But I think we just can't wait to see it now, can we? It'd be awesome. It'd be awesome. Yeah, but I personally think now. I know you're saying January. I hope it's released before then. I really hope it's another.
Yeah, some people are hoping sort of for the Christmas sort of market, which will be great.
Yeah, because I think the longer he holds on to it, it's losing its appeal. It's big now. It'll be big for the next month, and if it gets out in the cinemas, and he's got this next month now to really promote it, probably put an advert out, and and all the quick teasers that you're going to get, and everybody's ready for it, and they know about, the general public know about it, the November date, and then we could have it on Blu-ray for Christmas.
Oh, now you're talking. Yeah, Santi would be very good for me. Yeah, it would be great. Yeah.
So let's hope so.
I do hope you're right. I really do hope you're right. Yeah. All right. Okay.
All right. Cheers.
All the best, Mark. Bye. Thanks, Mark, for ringing in. Now, actually, there was a call trying to come in here now, and if I can ring you back, if you stand by there, Tim, I can actually give you a ring back. See if you'll pick up. He might not. Hello.
Hello, there's Steve.
Hi, Tim. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing okay. I had a bit of a delay there
with talking to you.
Yeah, sorry about that. There was 2 calls coming at once, but I'm glad you came through anyway. I know you were trying to get through on the show. So how's things with you?
Yeah, just fine. How are you? You getting over COVID okay?
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm getting there. It's a slow thing. I think it's a few weeks, isn't it, normally?
Yeah, I'm calling all the way from Washington State, so I would see a bit of a delay here.
You're very, very welcome. Now, what would you like to say?
I'd like to talk about EPiC a little bit. Yeah, it may be a lot of the fans who are listening now may not remember it, but I know you know about the old home video release from 1992, the Elvis the Lost Performances.
Yes.
Yeah, I wonder how much of that footage might have been pulled to possibly put into the new EPiC movie. I'm kind of curious about that. I'm wondering, because they were all kept in the same salt mines.
That's right.
In Kansas.
That's right.
So there's no telling how much of that may have already been seen, possibly, because it was an excellent release. A buddy of mine turned me on to it and showed it to me, and then I finally got a copy of it a few years back myself, and it turned out to be very good. And I think they incorporated some of it into the updated Elvis That's the Way It Is that came out back in 2000, I believe.
Yeah. And also, they said that they found, 59 hours, and it sounds like they worked,
really?
Yeah, it sounds like they worked on all 59 hours, so it's all sitting in the can, just ready for what can we do with it next. And of course, it'll all depend now on how this first movie goes, I suppose. If the reviews are anything to go by, then it's going to be a big success.
Oh yeah, hopefully it will be, because we'll just see how that initial run goes, and it sounds like it was a good premiere up there in Toronto. So
well,
like
I've got a guy talking about the premiere coming on after this show, so it's very very interesting. I was going to ask you, actually, are you concerned about the fact that EPiC doesn't include full songs?
Somewhat, but I think, just being an Elvis fan myself, anything that we could see of Elvis that's not been seen before is a good thing. I mean, I was born in the mid to late 70s, so I didn't get to experience Elvis like a lot of fans would have, who were from that original time period. So, it's something to see how he looked, what he was doing. I mean, I've got actually a CD I bought in a store here in America years ago that had the entire audio clip of Elvis from Elvis on Tour, and to hear him just talk about his own story, kind of flush it out and give his side of things, because we don't have a lot of that out there, because books get written about Elvis, other people tell their experiences with him, what it was like, but you don't get to hear Elvis. He never wrote that biography that he there was an interview that he gave, I think, in right as he was getting out of the Army in 1960, where he said, I might write a book someday, possibly about my experiences in the Army and things like that. But he never got around to it. Who knows if he would have ever done it? Debatable, of course, but it's rare to have a piece of audio where he's saying, okay, this is what it was like during my movie years, during my early career, things like this. We don't have a lot of that, so we can hear it from the man himself.
No, I mean, they took a stab at it when they did This Is Elvis.
Yeah, exactly.
That was years and years and years and years ago. This is a lot of an improved version of This Is Elvis.
Oh my gosh, yeah, This Is Elvis is excellent too. It came out in 1981. I like the movie. I got a copy of it myself.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
That's great. Thanks for calling in, Tim. It's been a pleasure to speak to you at last.
Yeah, good talking to you too, Steve.
Thanks a lot, Tim. All the best.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, you too.
Thanks to Tim for calling in. I know he called in there earlier, but I was just on another call, so I was keen to ring him back just to see really what he had to say. That looks like that's the end of the calls for tonight. So what we do now is we do this.
It's time now for This Day in Elvis History.
Yes. This day in Elvis history. Of course, we like to, if this is like a red letter day, your birthday, anniversary, a meaningful day in your life, September the 14th, what was Elvis doing down through the years? Well, in 1956, filming continues on Love Me Tender with the beautiful Deborah Egan, yeah. I always say beautiful when I see Elvis's co-stars, because let's face it, just about all of them were, weren't they? And more so than Deborah Paget. What did I call her? Did I call her Deborah Egan? Yeah, and I tell you why I call him Deborah Egan is because Richard Egan was in the movie as well. So yeah, Deborah Paget. Okay, right. 1957. We've got this. Elvis's single "Paralysed" hit number 8 in the UK. In response to Scotty Moore's newspaper article, Elvis' open letter in the same newspaper, "If you had come to me, we would have worked things out, but you went to the papers and tried to make me look bad. All I can say to you is good luck." If you were watching last week, This Day in Elvis, it was Scotty and Bill Black handed their notice in their resignation to Elvis, and then the newspaper article asked about it, and Scotty Moore gave an interview, and this is Elvis's reply. But of course, he never truly fell out with Scotty, because Scotty and him continued to work together. Scotty played on a lot of Elvis recording sessions afterwards. Of course, they joined up again in 1968 for the 68 NBC TV special, but it did somewhat sour their relationship, and no thanks to Tom Parker, I believe. Anyway, that's my opinion, but there you go. 1958, 1959, a military service in Germany. 1960, Flaming Star. And we've got 1962. It happened at the World's Fair, and what a cute shot that is. Lovely Vicky. Love it. Love that movie. They're so cute together, actually, those two in the movie. 1968, Elvis spent most of September in Palm Springs. 1970, we've got Elvis performed at the Municipal Auditorium in Mobile, Alabama, in front of the largest sellout crowd in the venue's history. The group stayed in the Admiral Sims Hotel, just like in 1955. However, the hotel was now in such a terrible state that Elvis complained bitterly. When Joe Esposito tried to arrange somewhere else to stay, he was told there was no other rooms available. Why? Why do you think? Because Elvis was in town. That's why. Before ending the tour, Elvis gave out bonuses to each of the guys. Even after deducting the Colonel's share, Elvis made more than $174,000 for a 6-day tour. There you are. That was This Day in September the 14th, down through the years. Another one of these.
Hidden Elvis, clue number 3.
To go with Henry and February 12th, 1911, we've got played saxophone and clarinet. Alrighty? Played saxophone and clarinet. I want to put this up here if I can, so I can see it. There it is. Okay. Lily Ramos. There's that hunk. Yes, Elvis is a hunk. You're quite correct, Lily. Okay, now, excuse me. Don't give me your answer yet for Hidden Elvis, if you do know it. Wait until the 4th clue. Now, I wish Elvis had recorded. This is suggested by Susie via our Discord channel. And this was a bit of a funny one, actually, because when I first read the title, I thought, oh, this has to be some sort of joke, or, because it's all my exes live in Texas. And I thought, this is going to be silly. But it's not, actually. It's not a silly song. It's quite a catchy tune, actually. A song written by Sanger D. Shafter and Lydia J. Shafter, and recorded by American country music singer George Strait. It was released in April 1987 as a second single from Strait's 7th studio album, Oceanfront Property, following the album's title track. Becoming his 11th number 1 hit single, Strait received his first Grammy Award nomination for All My Exes Live in Texas. for Best Male Country Vocal Performance at the 1988 Grammy Awards. The song has been used in various forms of media, including Strait's version in the films Roadhouse in 1989, which actually also had not just Patrick Swayze, but Red West as well. Necessary Roughness in 1991, Bumblebee in 2018, Coal Creek Manor in 2003, and Power Rangers in 2017. And in television with Halt and Catch Fire in 2016, Ash vs. Evil Dead in 2015, and Chuck in 2011. The format of the song is that of a list song. So it sort of goes, Rosanna down in Texarkana wanted me to push her broom. Sweet Eileen's in Abilene, I believe. She forgot I hung the moon, and Allison's in Galveston. Somehow lost her sanity. Some folks think I'm hiding. I've been rumored that I died, but I'm alive and well in Tennessee. I'm pretty sure that if Elvis had sung it, he would have been singing with his tongue firmly planted in his cheek, though. But I can actually see Elvis singing All My Exes Live in Texas. I can. And thanks to Susie for suggesting that. You can make a suggestion as well for a song you wish Elvis had recorded. If you wish, just send it in to me. And I'll put a link down below to George Strait singing All My Exes Live in Texas. I like it. Okay, so we have this.
It's time now for Caption the Photo.
I hope my voice is going to hold up. Caption the photo. Yes, this is it. No, it's not. Yes, it is. I beg your pardon. I thought there for a minute I put the wrong one up. Come on, guys. It's time we got this show on the road. Time waits for no man or lady. Funny how time slips away. I like that one. Don't you think it's time? The clock is striking 13. I think I lost my mind. I must go. Lisa is out of school now. But the winner, as voted for by you, okay, nothing to do with me, by you, is Dylan's Wonderful World of Elvis. And it's nearly time for EPiC. Even I'm excited, and I know what people are going to see because I'm in it. So that was very clever. And thanks to everybody that sent in their captions. I'll do another one next week, probably about Tuesday. I'll put it on the post tab. Right. Yeah. Of course, Elvis looking masterful, and that's the way it is. And of course, that shirt is something else as well. Okay. Now, we've got underrated Elvis song. A song that, exactly, underrated. People don't mention it enough. It doesn't get played enough, mentioned, or anything like that. So, Teresa, via our Discord channel, sent this in. There is a thread on our Discord channel that says underrated Elvis songs, and you can leave them there, or you can send them in to me. And it is, believe it or not, Let's Forget About the Stars. Yeah. Recorded, obviously, for Charo, but obviously not used because they thought, I don't think a rough and ready cowboy with a beard could suddenly break into song. So they just left it with him singing Charo over the title sequences. And let's see, it was recorded on October the 15th. Well, actually, I've got to say that the instrumental track was recorded at Samuel Goldwyn Studios on October the 15th. And then Elvis did his vocal overdub over a month later, on November the 25th. He came in and he laid down a Let's Forget About the Stars vocal overdub. And it took him 5 takes. Take number 5 was the master. And also at the same time, he did the vocal overdub for Charo. And that was, 9 takes by the looks of it. But they spliced takes 9 and 5 together for Charo. So Teresa says, the message I understand is to create your own destiny by following your heart in matters of love. You must listen to your inner voice and surrender to your feelings. I love the melody, the rhythm, phrasing, and Elvis's soft, gentle, yet strong voice is exquisite, quite romantic. Though recorded at the same time as Charo, I don't think it was ever going to make it to the movie. This is me saying this now. It finally appeared on the album Let's Be Friends, released on April the 1st, 1970. So there you go. And that's this week's underrated Elvis song. Okay. Now, we're going to do Hidden Elvis. No, we'll do the poll. I'll close the poll because I want to find out what the poll is. And yeah, I'm not surprised, actually. Are you concerned about the fact that EPiC doesn't include full songs? No, 59%. And yes, it puzzles me why that's so, 40%. So closer than I thought, but I knew that it would be no, it's just negative press again. And that's what I would have voted. No, it's just negative press again. It doesn't bother me. The only thing that bothers me is how much longer I've got to wait to see it. So there you are. Right. Hidden Elvis, yes.
Hidden Elvis, fourth and final clue.
Right, fourth and final clue. Convinced RCA to build Studio B in Nashville. Can you type in the live chat who, what, where, why, what is... Oh, Pat. Goodness me. Yes. Stephen H. Scholes. Rhubarb Stephen Scholes. Yes. Mrs. EAP, Steve Henry Scholes, Steve Scholes, Juan, yeah, Vincenzo, Stephen Scholes, yes, of course, Steve Scholes. His middle name was Henry. He was born on February the 12th, 1911. He did play saxophone and clarinet. I don't know how many people would have known that. Don, you got Steve Scholes. Edwidge, yes. And he did convince RCA to build Studio B in Nashville. So congratulations to everybody that got Steve Scholes. And we'll do another Hidden Elvis next week. Now, oh yes, if I could remind you, next to Elvis's head, if you haven't already, please subscribe and click the bell and select all, not personalized notifications, but all. Okay. Watch along will be coming up when I'm a little bit better, and it will be King Creole, and it will be for members of Discord. We will be watching together. We will all be watching King Creole. Sorry it's been so long, but things have just got in the way. Now we are going to do... Oh yeah, you can send in your ideas, underrated songs, smoking hot photos, songs you wish Elvis had recorded, funny caption photos, suggest a topic for discussion, and the like. Okay. Will we do... yeah, we'll do this.
Oh, he's so hot.
And it has to be this. A screenshot that's been doing the rounds from EPiC. And there it is. And a shirt I don't think we've seen before. Maybe we have. I'm just putting that out there. From EPiC. And I think that's taken in his suite, the hotel suite. So what does everybody think of that?
Oh, he's so hot.
Edwidge, I am going to say okay for your comment. Oh, holy heaven, I'm dying here. Cold ice bucket and a fan quick, says Margaret. Epically stunning, Elvis, yes. Chris says, I thought about that shirt. I haven't seen it before. Yes. Kathy, hi Kathy Chalmers, says, very nice indeed. Diana says, kissable. Yeah. Wow, kissable lips, says Sally Billing. Yeah. Kathy says, very nice indeed. Diana D. Williams says, hi, he is so beautiful. That's what I was trying to read out. I'm filling up my bathtub with ice. I like it. I want to kiss him there right now, says Deb H. The best medicine. Yes, Elvis. I'm listening to Elvis is always the best medicine. Jill Brett, a new pick for me. Few. Yeah. Okay. Right. Now, we've got to do we've got to do the fan. Oh, goodness me. We've got to do the fan of the month winner. So I've got to spin this wheel. But before we go any further, I just want to tell you the names on there. Duncan, Dylan, Tony Jones, John Rowley, Susan S, Ann Y, Juan, Don Branter, Beanie, Helen Ludlow, Banjo Paul, and Rossi. Okay, so let's start the wheel and then click on it. And let's see who is going to be the winner for August Fan of the Month. And it is Susan S. No, it's not, actually. I beg your pardon. It's Anne Y. Congratulations, Anne Y. You are the winner of August's Fan of the Month quiz. So if you can get in contact with me, please, and we'll sort something out for you. And congratulations, Anne Y. There'll be another Wheel of Fortune next month for September's winner. And Deb says Anne Y. Yes. Edward says congratulations, Anne Y. Lily says congratulations, Mrs. EAP. Everybody is saying congratulations. And I just want to remind you that in about 20 minutes from now, there'll be a brand new video going up on this channel speaking to Derek, an Elvis Presley fan who was in the audience. He was the lucky audience member of EPiC premiere, the very, very first showing of EPiC at the Toronto International Film Festival, and he tells us all about it from a fan's perspective. He tells us all about the evening, Baz arriving, and then seeing the movie and what happens afterwards. So I just wanted to remind you of that, and I will see you again next Sunday, September the 21st, but we just need Elvis to do this for us.
All right, let's wrap it up and get out of here.
Yeah. Thanks to Dave and to Chris for moderating. Thanks to you for watching. I can never say how appreciative I am of the support I get from you. Thank you very, very much. And until next week, and we'll do it all again, it's over to Al. And don't forget my video coming up in 15 minutes.
Elvis has left the building. Thank you and good night.